Hello, everyone, and welcome to my Elevated Lifestyle podcast. Welcome back. If you guys have been around, if you come back every single week, and if you guys are new here, welcome. I'm so glad that you decided to click on this podcast. I'm your host, Amy Griffith, and today's episode I'm really, really excited about. I am just going to be debriefing a very special trip that I just returned from this last weekend. And so it's still fresh. I've got my Maui glow. I got pretty burnt, so I'm kind of peeling a little bit. So whoops, my bad. Got a little Maui glow on, and I just had the absolute best trip. So I want to give you guys some background on why I'm unpacking this trip, what it meant to me, and I'm going to go through everything that we did, things that I learned, and just my biggest takeaways from being on this trip. So, for those of you who don't know, I am in the network marketing profession. I am top 1% within my network marketing company, and I just earned that promotion last year. So last spring. And what comes with being at the top 1% is you are invited to the annual leadership meeting that just so happens to be in Maui, Hawaii every single January. So for all, they're called National Vice Presidents, top 1% title in the company. They are flown out by the company and put into a beautiful five-star hotel at a beautiful resort, and you are just treated. There's parties, events, there's a training day with where we get the full inside scoop of everything coming, rolling out into the year. It's really, really special. It's really, really fun. And this is my first one. This is my first one of a lifetime of Maui trips. And hopefully, I know so many of you guys who are listening to this right now, wink, wink to my team. I know that you guys are going to be MVPs one day and on this trip with me. And I truly cannot wait. This was so much fun being there with everybody. And it's just so possible, even though the top 1% sounds small and like this extraordinary thing. One of the biggest things that I learned, especially being on this trip, is you guys, anyone can do it. Anyone who is willing to put in the work and consistency and dedication that it takes can have it. But it's not just for one special person. I was meeting so many women and men, all different ages from all different companies and who came from all these amazing different backgrounds. So many of these people who are at the top 1% still have careers that they absolutely love. A lot of them being teachers, fitness instructors, dentists, so many different people like that. Multiple business owners. A lot of the top 1% have different ventures, and a lot of them being like fitness or Pilates studios and things like that. And then a lot of people who obviously, like myself, do their network marketing business as their full-time thing. A lot of them obviously also do that because you're able to have that type of income, but who came from previous backgrounds of all kinds. So for me, it was being a university student and a dancer, right? And I met people who have backgrounds being in the military, backgrounds of event planners, photographers, estheticians, again, other business owners, people who had brick and mortar stores, different franchises, and realized that network marketing is the way to go. It's the way to go to be an entrepreneur without digging yourself a hole of debt. Like it's just the smarter option. It's just the better option. And anyway, I'm going to get into all of this for you guys as well. But if you're listening to this podcast, there's a very high chance you're already familiar with network marketing and how amazing of a business that it is, how smart it is. I think it's the most brilliant business model in the whole entire world. I really, really do. So, okay, I want to get into what this looked like. So this is a special trip. So it's a trip that I earned and a really special part of these sorts of incentive trips. This was technically my 10th incentive trip. So a trip that I had earned through my company. So there's trips that even brand new people who are just starting are eligible to earn, and it's just through a sales volume through your organization over a 6-month period. So anyone can earn those. It doesn't matter what title you're at. Maui is specific for the top 1%, so that's just something you earn once you get to that point. So I've earned, I don't know, it's 10 too much, nine. I don't know. I think it was my ninth or 10th or trip, but I had, eight or nine prior. Okay, if that makes sense. So I've traveled with this company before. I've done these trips and earned these. But yeah, this one was very special because it was just for NVPs. So very special aspect of these trips is you get to bring a plus one with you. So for this one, I brought my mom along. She has also come with me on another incentive trip before, but I always knew for Maui, I wanted her to come to this. It's really, really special. I feel like it's a way, to do something to give back to her. Obviously, she's done so much for me as my mom, and it's really fun traveling together and just being able to make these memories. You know, I don't, I'm 28 years old. I don't live with my mom. It's been a decade since, I lived in the same house as her and I've traveled a ton, so I don't get to see her on a daily basis. So it's really cool to be able to be like, do you want to go on a trip with me? And everything's taken care of and we can just go and be girls and have the best time. And we did exactly that. So it was really special to see her enjoy Maui and getting to just hang out and getting to meet a lot of my friends and just enjoy a week, take a holiday, have a vacation. It's really extraordinary being able to give back to my parents. Like it's just something that I remember dreaming about when I first started this business and you hear the big success stories and you hear all these incredible stories of people retiring their husbands and giving back to their parents and buying homes and just doing these like crazy, like out of this world things, right? Like big things. And now to be able to start doing those things and being able to give back in that way, it's a very surreal thing. So that for me, being able to bring her with me was really, really fun. And just making those memories together was so special within itself. So that's one thing. So it was a whole week, and they have a whole week itinerary planned. So we were booked and busy, you guys. As soon as we got in, well, we went to bed because we got in really late at night. The next day, we had the whole day to just kind of, learn the resort, visit all the little critters. There's so many animals. I saw penguins, seals, turtles, cats everywhere, swans everywhere. I need to tell the swan story as well, actually, now that I've mentioned that. But that night, I'll just go through the itinerary with you guys. That night, there was a welcome party and everyone gets together. They have live music. They are feeding us feasts. Like we ate so well on this trip and it's not an all-inclusive at all. Most of the meals we did get just for ourselves, whether walking for coffees and assides and stuff like that. But during these events, like buffets of just such delicious food. It was so top tier, so good, so fresh, so yum. Love that. And they give you drink tokens, and you get to have this whole night of just dancing, singing, fun, hanging out with everyone, taking photos. And you're just in the most beautiful place. Like the welcome dinner was, we just walked down the path a little bit, like 7 minutes down the path from our spot, and we were, right at the water, beautiful lights hung up. They decorated it so amazingly well. And beautiful tables just with the gorgeous centerpieces and the plates. And like, it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. It was so elevated. Like, this was the most elevated, just luxury trip that I've experienced in how they look at the details and just take care of us. Like, it was amazing. And there's hundreds of people, you guys. Top 1% is big, okay? There's hundreds of people and their plus ones and like the kids and families. Like, it was crazy them pulling up and putting on such an event for us. So that was incredible. And then yeah, we had a training day the next day, which I had the absolute honor to have been able to speak. I was asked to train at this conference, which like when I got the call, when I got the call from head office of my company and them asking me to speak in Maui for this training, I started bawling. Like I started crying where I was like, thank you. Like, sorry, I'm crying. Like I wasn't expecting that. It shook me. I was like, I actually can't believe it. Like, I know I can speak and I've spoken at one of the big events before and I've spoken at smaller ones, but I never would have thought, for my first Maui that that would be something I would do. Like I never would have thought. So I was very humbled, very honored to speak in a room of people who I have just been looking up to and I'm so inspired by and learn from every single day. And so many of the top inspirations and reasons why I started my business in the first place nearly 7 years ago, to have them in the audience hearing me speak, like it very full circle, very, very strange as well in a lot of ways. I'm just like, what is going on? Even though at the same time of it feeling surreal, it also felt so right because I know I know I earned it. I know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? Like I feel very confident in my ability and what I do, and I know my stuff, and I practice, to be able to speak on stage. I practice really, really hard, and I felt like, I deserved to be there. A lot of people will talk about imposter syndrome and things like that. And I just think when you're really doing the do every single day, when you're really in your activity, when you are going through the trenches, alongside your team, when you are showing up consistently, no, like, no, I don't have imposter syndrome. I deserve to be where I am, like I'm working hard for this. So I think that's a really important feeling and really important thing to think about. If you are someone, for example, who watched me go to Maui, you watched all these MVPs go to Maui, and you're like, wow, like extraordinary. They're so lucky. I hope that's me one day. Like, no, no, you got to bring if it's me, if it's other people, you got to pull them off of that pedestal and step into their shoes and be like, okay, I'm going to be there. Like, what are they doing? How are they growing? Who's growing right now? Who's building currently? That's one thing as well, to look at who's building right now and study them, you guys, and start to do what they're doing. That's it. Everyone who's at this retreat, I was going to call it, I guess, a retreat, this conference, this event in Maui. Of course, they're all special, but at the end of the day, they're not that special. They're just regular people like me. Like we're just regular human beings. And when you sit side by side at a dinner table with one of the top income earners, in the company, or you're sitting at the pool and right next to you is a whole bunch of, yeah, the top income earners and these very successful people, when you spend some time and you just have like a normal conversation and you get to know these people, they're just human beings with their families, chasing after their kids, stressing out about their kids. They're also getting sunburned. They have their own, problems or things going on. They are cracking jokes, like they're having drinks, like it's just chill, like they're just people. And I think when you can take them off of that pedestal and realize that and think like, okay, if they can do it, why not me? Like I absolutely can do it. That's when your momentum starts to pick up and you put yourself into those rooms because it no longer becomes these things that you're so disattached from. It becomes your reality because you start to feel it and see it for yourself too. So that's really, really important. And yeah, something else I noticed, you guys, with hanging out with these incredibly inspiring people is that growing to the top, what I'm really realizing day by day in this business, you guys, is that being at the top means that you just simply kept doing the mundane work. Everyone wants something new and exciting. Everyone wants a dopamine hit. Everyone wants the next best, quickest, easiest strategy. Everyone wants everything besides doing the basic activity that works and has always worked and that grows businesses. Conversations, sharing on socials, sharing your personality, talking to people, practice, repeat, repeat, repeat. Help people learn more about what you're doing. Help get products into clients' hands, like helping people with their health and wellness, whatever your product or service is. That's it. It's just speaking to people. It's just showing up. It's just making yourself and what you have to offer known every day. People want to get around that. Like that's all the top are doing. That's all the top 1% are doing is they keep doing that when it gets real boring. They keep doing that when people tell them they shouldn't and it's never going to work. They keep doing it on the bad days, the good days when they feel good, when they don't. Like they don't quit. They don't give up. They don't jump to the next shiny thing. Like they just do the mundane. And you guys, you want to know what I'm learning after that fact that they just keep doing it and keep showing up? Growing through the top. So there's growing to the top, you do it for the title, and then people will just drop right back down because they'll just completely stop doing what they did to get there because it wasn't about the journey and the growth of them as a person. They just want the shiny title. That's also a thing, okay? Don't be that person. Grow through it, grow through the title. I'm growing this for the lifestyle, you guys. For the lifestyle I get to live, building and expanding a full, abundant, incredible, creative, beautiful life and helping others create that for themselves fills my freaking cup. That will never get old. I will never get tired of that. To me, that's enough. That's the most powerful thing. Growing through the top, you guys, means that you have learned how to make the mundane exciting. Okay, so getting to the top 1%, you've mastered the mundane. You do it, you'll do it no matter what. It's a habit, it's engraved. It's like brushing your teeth. That will get you to the top. And being able to teach that and lead that, it's leadership, right? Being able to help other people do that too will get you there. Growing through it means that you have learned to make the mundane exciting. Fresh energy. This is the vibes, you guys. This is where it's also systems, okay? On my last podcast, if you haven't listened to that one yet from last week, I share my simple system strategies that are working right now in 2026. So go listen to that one. I talk about that there. Obviously, it's systems, simplicity is key, but it's energy. Like it is your energy to wake up and do something to get excited for that day. Do something to get excited about your daily to-do list. Something to just spark and refresh your energy. Whether it's, the fresh week vibes, the fresh month vibes, the end of month, like excitement, the pressure of a deadline, certain incentives that you can latch onto that make you excited. Whatever it is that like just puts some pep in your step and gets you excited that you can share that energy, that's where the magic happens because you're not getting bored, even though the mundane obviously can be very boring sometimes, of course. Like it's tedious, it's the same thing, but it's realizing how incredible it is that this business is so simple. And I'm speaking very directly to network marketing, right? Especially within my company. It is so simple that it can be boring. I believe that it is so simple that and I get to make it exciting. Like I love that it's so simple. I don't even really have to think about the system. I can just do, and then I can put my time and energy into the vibes, into the excitement, into the next goal, into a challenge for the day. What's a good challenge I can do for myself today? And then as I do these reps of making these things exciting, whatever that is that I can latch onto during that present moment in time, sharing that with my team to help them do the same, to put that excitement in, the vibes in. It's really powerful to be able to learn to do that. And it's the decision that you make every day. You make the decision each day to be in a good mood or a bad mood. You make the decision every single day what your attitude's going to be. And sometimes, you guys, I'm in a sour attitude. Okay, I am no different from everybody else where I can get in a bad mood and I know I'm in a bad mood and I'm like, okay, we're in a bad mood. And I will do what I can with that and do my best to lean into my gratitude and to switch that to flip the switch on that energy, right? Because I know it's doing more harm than good. I want to be in that good, feel good, vibey energy. And it's always a little bit different on terms of what I can do to shift that. But that's it. And when you can continue to drill in the habits of the mundane activities that move you forward, because that's all it's always going to be about, and then make it exciting, that's when you really start to grow. That's when your work is intentional. Like every person I chat with, have a call with, that I'm working alongside, every single client message loving their products hypes me up so much. Like I romanticize it. I get so excited about it. I'm so invested in that person's success in their health journey or their business journey. Like I'm in it with you, right? I'm not too invested where I'm sad if it doesn't go the way that I want because that's not up to me. That is that own person's life. You get to do what you want. No one owes me anything, but I am always invested enough where I'm really in it with them and am excited about it with them, genuinely putting myself into their shoes. Like, I remember when I was brand new, like this is the most exciting time. I remember when I, got onto these products and got into the routine. Like, I'm so excited to see this glow up happening for you. Like, just you guys are getting the vibe. Like, I just get really, really into it and focused on things I want to see grow. I am not investing myself in the things that aren't going my way. Because let me tell you, that still happens as well. As excited as I am and as high vibe as I am and getting like all pumped up every single day as much as I can about these things, of course things are still happening behind the scenes that I'd rather not. Like, nah, that's not really going my way. Or, ooh, no, it's just not, something's not vibing. There's drama going on, or someone decided to leave the business, whatever it is, a return, like whatever. That's all a part of business too. That's going to come with it. And the more you grow, the more problems you're going to have. I talk about that a lot of the time too. It's important to remember that. And that's not what I focus on. I know that that's going to happen inevitably. It's not where I'm going to put my attention because that doesn't benefit me and it's not good for my energy. I'm going to focus on what I want to see grow and it will grow. Okay. So, yeah, what did I even write down here, you guys? Where am I even going? That's a lot of tips on terms of getting to the top and what's going to help you get there. And I also wrote down here, this is a really good point to make as we're talking about energy and excitement. I do also believe this is what really gets you started, right? If you guys go straight, like if you're brand new in your business and you're just trying to figure out a perfect strategy, a perfect plan, do everything perfect, exactly what to do, give me an exact to-do list, da 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 da. I don't think that's going to work very well. Truly, I don't. I think that energy, ignorance on fire, just pure excitement and passion is the best thing to get you started. It's the pep in your step. This is what I was when I started. I just got into activity. If I was trying to stick to a really specific system, I probably would have done a whole lot less than I actually did. And I moved quite fast, faster than what is typical in this business when I was brand new, because I didn't stick to a system. I was just excited. I was just sharing. I was doing trial and error. I was learning while in activity, where a lot of people want to, learn everything before they take any action at all. No. You're gonna get stuck before anything even happens, okay? Your system will fall into place after you've gotten started and you're in massive momentum and action and in conversations. Your system literally figures itself out throughout taking action. It naturally happens. This is what happened for me when people ask my content creation strategy. I just started doing stuff. I just started to be consistent. I just started to put something up every day, something in some shape or form. And by doing that, I noticed what started to work, even little bits and pieces, what people liked, what stories, helped me generate conversations, how many people I could chat to a day to generate enough conversations to start to grow. I started to notice, and then my system was built off of what was working. Okay. This is really important because a lot of you were just trying to like stick to one system and nothing's happening because either you're not doing enough or you're just kind of keeping, there's a ceiling on your potential and what you can actually do and no excitement around it. Let's get excited again, build, do the thing, and then your system will literally find you. Like it will just fall into place from that. Okay. Whenever I've tried to make everything perfect and have the perfect structure and the perfect day and perfect, 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 as much as I love routine, okay, I love routine. But if I try to make it too perfect to the T, I get stagnant and it gets boring. Things go flat, boring, 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 right? So don't try to be perfect. Don't try to have everything figured out. You're just gonna make yourself stagnant because there's no spontaneity, there's no creativity, there's no surprise, there's no room for evolving and change. We want to have that available within our businesses as well. So getting to the top 1%, you guys. This means you have high energy. I hope you guys are really getting the gist. It's the vibe, it's the energy. It really, really is. No, you can't build just based off of hype, but it starts there, and that's always something you need to tap back into. Getting to the top 1% means you have high energy and a system in place that's being repeated. So start with the energy, system sorts itself out, boom, repeat, repeat that system as it starts to build into your business. Okay? Those two things. Clear, simple system, I talked about my system in the last episode. It's so simple, it'll make your head spin. And high energy. It's all about the energy. If you are doing the simple system and your energy is flat, system doesn't work. Just saying, you're going to be working this system over and over like, ugh, so boring, and you're going to be flat and it's not going to work, and you're going to be like, what the heck's up with the system? But no, babe, it's you. It's your energy. Let's pick it up. Let's put a smile on your face. Let's like vibe a little and have a good time doing what we're doing. Have fun doing what we're doing. Suddenly, the system starts to work because you're enjoying it. You're enjoying the process and you're really connecting with the people you're talking to. One last thing. This was meant to be a shorter episode. It's not. They also gave me this fantastic water bottle. How cute. It does all the things. It closes it, locks it as a handle. It has a straw and a sippy thing. It's incredible. Water bottles these days, you guys, they're really getting incredible. Okay, personal life updates. And this is something that I'm really, really proud of during my time in Maui. I decided in December I am doing dry for the year. I am going no alcohol, completely sober for all of 2026. And I have done this before in little bursts. I've done like a whole summer off of alcohol. I've done 3 to 6 months off. When I was promoting to the top 1%, I was completely off alcohol. That was about 6 month period. And I loved it. I loved it. And I typically will have drinks during big celebrations, during trips like this, during, in a date night, going out for the weekend if friends are visiting, whatever, right? That's usually when I'll have a drink or two or more. And I just had this pull that this year I'm just going to go completely sober. And it's interesting because there's a lot to celebrate this year. I'm getting married in July, so no alcohol for me at the wedding. Bachelorette party, no alcohol for me at the bachelorette party. There was no alcohol in Maui. I'm going to be going to all-inclusive resorts with my company again, no alcohol. Birthdays, everything. And people are asking me, especially about the wedding. They're like, "You're not going to drink at your wedding." And before going to Maui, "You're not going to drink in Maui." And I realized through these questions, I was like, I just want it for my health. Like I just feel better. I feel clearer. It really affects me. Like I feel it for a few days afterwards. I feel puffier. Like I don't feel like myself. Like it's not hitting. Like I'd rather just go with the mocktail or the Coke Zero with a lemon and have that as my drink and feel really, really good. Like my priorities have just shifted where it's just not worth it to me anymore. And who knows? I might go back and have, a glass of wine or drinks for celebrations after 2026. I might not ever touch it again. I don't really know. Doesn't really matter. It's just for this year, something for myself. And I realize when people are asking me this that I'm like, those are the biggest, most important moments of my life. Maui, my first Maui experience was so special to me and so exciting going through Maui and not having any alcoholic beverages, having the Coke Zero, I love sparkling water with a dash of, juice, whether it's grapefruit, pineapple, and they put some little fruits on it. Like that hits the same for me. Like that does it for me. I got a little drink in my hand, so I feel social and I'm a part of it, and a drink that I actually enjoy, and I feel really good all night. And I feel really good waking up early the next morning with the birds and the sunrise, fresh and rested and not inflamed. And I didn't eat a whole bunch of crappy food. Like I just feel good. These are the biggest moments of my life, and these are the ones I want to feel my best for. And this is really what I'm realizing with it where it's clicking for me is like those moments when I would have the alcohol where it can take a turn and just make me feel crappy. I don't want to feel like crap at my wedding. I want to feel my hottest, my best the next morning. Like not just for the wedding day. I want to keep feeling hot and incredible and snatched and thriving and energized and glowing the day after when we're all swimming in the ocean having a great time. Like, I want to keep feeling good. I don't want half of the trip to be me recovering, right? Or just feeling tired and like getting dragged along because I don't want to miss out. But I had too many drinks the night before and I just feel like crap. Like, I'm not interested. So that's just something I wanted to share with you guys. If that calls to you, if that speaks to you, come along and we could do this together. Send me a DM on Instagram. I love getting messages from you guys saying that you've been doing this too, or you haven't had a few drinks in a few years and you just love it, or blah, 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 blah. I love to chat about this stuff. I think it's so fun. I think it's great. And yeah, I'm just excited for the year. And it feels really, really good to come out of Maui. Even though we had a red eye flying, I was very, very tired the next day, but I didn't have that feeling of like, okay, now I need to detox my body. Okay, now I need to start eating healthy and no more drinks and like I need to recover from my trip. Like, no, I didn't get sick. I didn't have any of that. I took a good sleep the next day to just catch up on my sleep from the night before, the red eye, but I just felt good. I felt like myself and I felt properly refreshed and clear and I got to soak everything up and I remember everything that happened and it was just like that's how I want to spend those moments and how I want to do those trips moving forward. So that's just a little story time and a little life update from me, you guys. Thank you for listening and tuning in every single week and being here. And if you guys found this valuable, screenshot it, put it up onto your Instagram stories, tag me at My Elevated Lifestyle Co. or at It's Amy Griffith. And I love to see what you guys are loving and getting your feedback and all that good stuff. So I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. And I cannot wait to see you on next week's episode. Bye.